Hello guys, well, what is up? My name is Dan the Delight and today I'm going to be reviewing the Road to the Knockout Stages Thomas Lemar. We've got him in a CM position. You can play him left mid or right mid as well. He's the 86 French and Atletico Madrid midfielder. So I paid 155k for him, so that is the price that I'm going to be reviewing him based off of. If you've watched any of these videos before, you'll know that we're going to get into the actual base stats, then the in-game stats, then some gameplay, then back to the in-game stats again, and we'll compare them to how I felt like he played in-game. So, Thomas Lemar, 86 overall, 85 pace, 81 shooting, 86 passing, 90 dribbling, 73 defending, and 70 physical. You know that we've got a good player on our hands when we're starting most of the stats with an 8 or a 9 in fact in one of the cases. 5'7", high on the work rates, which could work well, especially for a central midfielder. Left-footed, 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. So not too bad there. If you like skilling, that's pretty good. I would prefer it to be the other way around personally, but that's just me. I'm not really, I don't really do the skill moves, and I'd rather not have to worry about what foot I'm on. Especially, I always find cams are better suited to be on a right foot. I don't know what it is about them, but then I guess when I have a right foot with weak skill moves, I tend to want a left foot, so you can't really win, to be honest. But yeah, them stats are nice. I mean, the 85 pace, definitely really good for a midfielder. 90 dribbling is going to be the sort of the star stat there. 86 passing, really good as well, and decent shooting, just all round really good stats. So hopefully you do like the video. If you do, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. There is a link in the description down below full of FIFA 23 player reviews. We're getting through them quite quickly now, and we will be doing loads more as the season goes on. Let's get into the in-game stats now, and then some gameplay and compare them. So, 85 pace made up of 87 acceleration and the 84 sprint speed there. Really nice, pretty close together. Going to have a nice little burst of energy, and then the pace won't drop off too much as he runs. So yeah, pretty good stats there. Pretty happy with the pace. 81 shooting, made up of 84 attack positioning, 80 finishing, 82 shot power, 82 long shots, 80 volleys, and 72 penalties. Really good as well, to be honest. The attack positioning is the highest stat there, so he's going to be making them forward runs, I'd imagine. 80 finishing, hopefully that means that he will be just finishing off some shots. I mean, 80 is pretty good. It's 8 out of 10, you would say. Shot power as well, and long shots. The volleys and the penalties, the lower stats there, and they're not the ones that you really care about too much. And the passing at 86, so 88 vision, 85 crossing, 84 free kick accuracy, 87 short pass, 83 long pass, 88 curve. I'm expecting him to be a passing machine because they are really good passing stats there, particularly that short pass, 87 for the short pass, 88 vision. He's going to be springing the ball around. I'm excited to use this card. It is looking like a very good one, and that is before we get to this main stat here, the dribbling stat, 90. So 93 agility, 88 balance. If you know me, you know I can't stand sluggish players, and this screams the opposite of a sluggish player. That is ridiculous. Then 85 reactions, 89 ball control, 91 dribbling, and 83 composure. I'm getting excited here. They are some really nice stats there. And then the 73 defended, which is made up of 84 interceptions. I'm not really going to go into it too much because the head and the defensive awareness is weak. 83 standing tackles, really good though for a central midfielder. And then the physical, I only really care about the strength, and unfortunately the strength is a little on the low side. But when you've got all of those other dribbling stats, hopefully that won't matter too much there. And then I guess the stamina at 88, jumping at 74, and aggression at 69. Don't really mind too much about them. They're not really stats that are on my radar, to be honest with you. But look at those stats. I mean, the pace along with the dribbling alone is ridiculous. And then you've got the passing levels of any other decent central midfielder that you've probably played with so far. And shooting stats that rival some strikers in the game, some decent strikers as well. So I am really looking forward to getting into it. So we're about to get into some gameplay with him. I'll give my thoughts on how he actually played in-game. Then we'll go back to the in-game stats. And we'll see how he gets on, and I'll give my final verdict on if he's worth the 155k that we paid for it. Let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so this is, I played 5 games with Thomas Lemar. We're going to just sort of show some clips of him. So what I will say about him, I'll start off with the positives first of all, and that is the dribbling. The dribbling, best dribbler that I've used on FIFA, 23 so far. absolutely unbelievable. He wasn't sluggish like the card suggested. He was able to just twist and turn, just sort of do little step backs and stuff. Look, you're seeing it here. Just really, really, really good dribbling. But that's about it, unfortunately. It ends there, the positives. I was expecting so much more from this card. His pace felt okay, nothing special though. He is shooting. I mean, when you take into attack positioning into consideration, he wasn't in an attack position, and I put him to a cam in game just to try and get some more out of him after the first game where I just didn't even notice that he existed. But yeah, unfortunately for me, just didn't deliver. Passing was okay. I mean, I don't know if he actually got any assists or anything like that. I mean, you're seeing really good dribbling there, but that was all he was about. And then he could finish if you got into the box with him, but he just wasn't there in the box. He didn't make them forward runs like most other CAMs that I've used. I had him set to stay forward. I put him into a cam. Everything that you would sort of do to try and get your cam to go forward, and what they have in other videos that you've seen. Unfortunately for this one, it just didn't click for me. I don't know what it was. I was so excited to play with this card because those stats were absolutely incredible, but for me it just wasn't good. I mean, his pace was decent, but it was, I don't know, it just, when you had the ball and you was in control, he was a good player, but when you was relying on him and hopefully making a pass to him to score, just non-existent for me. So let's get back to these stats now, and I'll give my final sort of verdict on how they felt. So the 85 pace, surprisingly, I'm not actually going to knock that down, only because when I had the ball, he did feel pretty quick. And 85 pace isn't rapid, but it's not slow. So I'm not going to increase or decrease that. 85 feels about right. 81 shooting, I probably see he did have a good shot on him, but just the attack positioning has to come down because he was just not in the right position to have a shot. When he did shoot, he did score most of the time, but he just wasn't in the right position, and for that reason I'm lowering the shooting down to about 79. Not because he couldn't score goals and not because he couldn't shoot, but because he just was never in the position to. And if you're not in the position to, then you're not going to score many goals. Passing at 86, I didn't notice anything outstanding. For me, 86 is an outstanding stat, so I'm going to bring it down to about an 83, 84. I played with players whose passing stats are less than 86, and I felt like they passed it around better. Dribbling at 90, I am going to leave as 90. I feel like 90 is an incredible stat, and his dribbling was incredible. I can take nothing away from the dribbling. However much I was disappointed with this card, the dribbling was outstanding. Best dribbler that I've used on FIFA. Probably could even increase the dribbling, maybe to like a 91, 92, to be honest. Then the defending I'm not going to get into because I didn't notice. I played him as an attacking player, so I'm not going to get into that. And then the strength, to be honest, that can probably come up the physical there, like a 74, 75, because he didn't feel like he was getting pushed off the ball or anything like that. So there we go. Is it worth 155k? I'd say absolutely not. Probably the most disappointed that I've been with a card so far. As soon as these teams got announced, I was like, I need to get hold of this card. But yeah, just for me, didn't live up to the expectations, unfortunately. Other than the dribbling, no good. But hopefully you did like this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, and there is a link in the description down below full of FIFA 23 player reviews. As always guys, thank you for watching.